end of 5 days of amazing content from amazing people. I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I have. It has been such a great journey to put together. It has been enjoyable. There have been highs and lows. I mean, it started with me walking through porridge for 2 months to get this happen. And finally, literally 28 days ago, kind of like 30 days ago, I finally got it sorted and committed to doing it on the 24th. And it has been, for me, a resounding success. Everything fell as I wanted it to. I've had some amazing speakers all turn up, and they've all delivered for me something which I think is it's just a journey. It's just a journey of that process, from how we envision, how we find the life you want to lead, right the way through the idea of confidence, through motivation, all the way through the sticky bits, and then through the kind of organization, and then finally through the implementation and making it happen. And that's the journey that I envisaged. And I think I am so delighted that the speakers helped me put that together, helped me create that journey. And as I'm talking to you now, I am thirsty again, so I need to keep drinking. But you know, it has been great. It's been so fantastic to have so many people on this thing. So how many people involved? I think we touched around 250 people that around have been involved in this thing, which is amazing. You know, if we can affect or change the lives of people, it will be so amazing. I was talking to Susie this morning. The fact that my advertising went into a wider network than I anticipated, and we've got people from all over the world on this event, which I hadn't expected. And it's one of those divine things, you know, if someone in Pakistan and all sorts of places where these people are coming in from discover something new out of this, isn't that great? Isn't that just, it makes my heart sing. So, you know, on that subject, you know, what is it that makes the heart sing? You know, I was thinking about that today. I was looking at after the happiness conversation last night. What is it that makes our heart sing? And today I've got this jar. Now, my smug points for this week, and if you know Gemma Ray, you know what smug points are. My smug points this week are, I, on the spur of the moment, decided to mow the grass yesterday. I mowed the lawn. I went outside. It was like I had stuff to do, but I went outside to do something. Thought, oh, grass is dry. The first time it's been dry in God knows how long. And I thought, I'm going to mow it. So I mowed front and back. An hour and 20 minutes later, I came in with mowed lawn, and I was so delighted that the lawn was mowed. And if you want to see what that looks like, go to my Facebook page. You will see the mown lawn on my Facebook page. The other thing I've done this week is I made plum jam. If you followed my podcast last Sunday, I was picking plums. Jam. What makes me really happy is that it's a recycled jar. But what also makes me happy is that there's a label here, which is the last time I used it to make jam. And that says 2018. And this new label says Plum Jam 2020. And the reason it makes me happy is I know this jar has now been used at least 3 times. Because when I bought it, it would be strawberry jam. And I obviously filled it with something in 2018. And I filled it again with something in 2020. So you can see this jar is probably getting on for 3, maybe 4 years old. And it's still got another life, and I will still use it again. So what makes me happy? Why does that make me happy? Because that's one of my things. One of my things is about good use of resources. So talking about good use of resources, how are you going to use this material? What are you going to do with it? You know, if you could change 1% of what you do, how would that work? And if you compound that 1%, so if you did 1% every week, after 50 weeks, you would be 50% better at something. It's amazing what's possible when you commit to doing something. So what next? What happens now? Well, I want to do a full evaluation of where we've been and how it affects me, because although I've been involved in it, I haven't really had the time to let the material sink into me. So I am going to do a full review of all the material. So there are about 18 hours of material that we have been through over the last 4 or 5 days. I'm going to review that material, and I'm going to let you know my thoughts behind it. excuse me, a bit of my tea has just come out from a tooth, and it's kind of irritating. Details, overshare maybe. I'm going to let you know, I'm going to do a special program on Sunday at 5 p.m. where I will go through my thinking, what I'm going to do with the material that I've discovered over this week. It's a big commitment for me to do that, actually, and it's me stepping out of my comfort zone to do that. It's sharing with you my thinking about it. So that's me stepping up and saying, okay, that's what I'm going to do. So that will be Sunday at 5 p.m. It will be live on my YouTube. Won't be live. Will it be live? It'll be live on my YouTube channel, and I will put it and I will post it into the Reasons and Results page on Facebook. And ultimately, I will probably put a new talk on the platform, so it will be on the platform for you. So what I'll do, I'll put a new talk up today, and I'll see if I can force it so that you all get a copy of it. I might not be able to, but you will get an email from us on Sunday. It will come out of come out of Life, Passion and Business podcast email service. You'll get an email about that event and your next steps. So that will be there for you to see that. So what are your next steps? What are you going to do with this? Now, your choices are, you can say, well, that was fun, draw a line. You can look at your notes and you can go, I want to do that, I want to do that. And whatever you decide, come and tell us. Let us know. It's the feedback that we need. So that email on Sunday will be asking you for feedback. It will be asking you for, what did you think of this? How could we improve? So there'll be quite a lot of information in that email on Sunday. Now your options are, make some decisions, take away from your notes and choose to do something. You could choose to invest in the replays. So you could do the 30-day replay that would get you access to all the talks for 30 days. And you could look at that and you could take your time over taking notes on them. Because there is some amazing stuff in these talks. You could also invest in the VIP package, which would be £95 between now and it goes up on Monday evening. It goes up at the end of play on Monday to £295. And the reason that is because the content is not mine. The content belongs to the people that created it. And I have to charge a fair price for it. And they agreed to give me the content into this event, to make the event work, to share it with you and to spread their wisdom. But as I said the other day, you've got to make a decision on what you want to do. And if you think you could use this material, you think there's something in there, then go for it. And it's up to you. The choice is yours. I don't mind what you do as long as you do something. That's the key point. Do something. Don't just let this week slide by and do nothing, because that's just more of the same. And you could be sitting back in 4 weeks' time, 5 weeks' time, 6 months' time and going, I'm still where I was. Nothing's changed. Now, as I said at the beginning of this, I said in my intro video, there is no rescue. We are in this for ourselves. It's up to us to make the choices, us to drive ourselves forward, or to seek the help to drive ourselves forward. If you caught the talk with Susie and myself earlier this evening, Change Your World is another opportunity for you. There is so much out there for you. There are so many opportunities out there for you. All of the coaches that you've listened to this week, if one of them resonates with you, reach out to them. So those are my thinking that, how you could move yourself forward. But the most important thing I would like to know is, what are you doing? What are you going to do? If you're going to do nothing, that's fine. That's your choice. But please, for my sake, for our sake, for your sake, do something. So I've been talking for about 10 minutes, I think, at least, and I don't want to run on long tonight because I appreciate it is late. So I'm a late bird, but I appreciate some people going to get to bed before 10. So I'm not going to say too much. I'm not going to go along on this too much. But what I will say is I need to say thank you to everybody. So the first thing I didn't say, I want to say thank you to you for turning up. Thank you for being here and giving me your attention and giving us your time. I appreciate your time is valuable. I really do appreciate it. And, you know, I want to acknowledge you for that process. You have stepped up in terms of you turned up, you came here, you watched, you were here. And for that, I acknowledge you. I also want to give a big shout out to the speakers. And so I don't miss anybody, I am going to read them out. Otherwise, I would definitely miss something. So I want to say thank you to Karen Dark, Gemma Ray, Liz Mearns, Frankie Finn, Corey Corey Lowe, she calls herself, because the name is hard to pronounce, but it's Corey Lagaitis, I think. Patty Lennon, Keith Blakemore Noble, Emma Kirby, Claire Humphreys, well done Claire for that award last night, Connie Lee Bennett, Emma Last, Kylie Jones, Louise Miller, Simon Jordan, Graham W. Hendry, Tager Degby, Tracy Rampling Brown, Susie Beaumont, and Judith Rayner. Thank you all so much for saying yes and stepping up and be willing to share and work with me on this event, because I have felt it was amazing. I have felt so privileged to be sitting here and talking to you guys every day for the last 5 days. But as I said, it's not over until it's over. There is still Sunday to come. And there's one person I do need to thank, actually. I need to thank my wife, Cheryl Harvey. I could have done this event without her, but it would have been a shadow of what it is for what she has brought to this event. She has brought organization. She has brought clarity. And she's probably the reason why you're getting less emails than you would have done, because I just let the system do what it does, and she's been managing it. And it has been such a pleasure and ease to let go. And, you know, I need to do what I do best. I need to work in my zone of genius, if you like. And my zone of genius is talking. This is what I do best. Talking to you and talking to my speakers. Maybe writing a little bit. But Cheryl's best is coordination and making me look good, which is wonderful. So that's a big thank you to Cheryl as well. I think that is probably enough or as much as I want to say today. I don't know I had any more props around here. I think I might have done. I might have left it around other than my jam. It's just to say thank you and take what you can. Come and join us in the Reasons or Results group. Say something in the group. Tell us about yourself and what you got out of it, maybe. Tune in on Sunday. Hear what I think happened, or what I think I'm going to get out of it. And other than that, if this is the end for us, so long and thank you so much for your time. So that's it. I am winding up for this evening. If I can find my mouse, I have been talking for 13 minutes apparently, and probably that is enough. Oh no, 13:40. Perhaps I shouldn't stop on 13, should I really? Perhaps we should stop on 14. Was that a better, more lucky number? Is there such a thing? I don't know. I am going to wind up anyway. So thank you again for being with me, and all the best in whatever you choose to do. But what I would say to you is choose to do something.